Now, schools in hard-hit areas have been forced to shut their doors as Somalia continues to struggle with heavy flooding that has left 500,000 people displaced. Vincent Makori has the story.
In the central Somali town of Beledweyne, rising floodwaters caused cancellation of regular classes and physical damage to schools. Education officials said students and teachers have been forced to flee to higher ground, where aid agencies are providing life-saving assistance, including shelter to 250,000 people. It is the second flood to affect Beledweyne in less than a year. In 2018, floods forced the Ministry of Education to postpone national examinations.
A total of 86 schools have been affected by the floods. More than 27 students are out of school as a result. 700 teachers are also out of work as locals flee to higher ground due to floods in Beledweyne city and surrounding regions.
Health officials said more than a dozen people have died from the recent floods, with others still missing. The country's President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo toured the hardest hit areas and promised government support to end recurrent floods in Beledweyne.
Last year we witnessed a similar tragedy. We hope this will be the last kind of floods witnessed in Beledweyne. We will work with neighboring countries and all relevant authorities to mitigate the crisis and ensure our people don't have to suffer again.
Weeks of flooding have destroyed basic infrastructure in the city. Roads have been turned into rivers and farmlands have been destroyed. The threat of waterborne diseases remains the biggest fear for aid agencies and local authorities. Humanitarian aid has arrived in the town from aid agencies, government and local communities.
We are bringing more commodities as the regular food basket to be able to support up to 2 months the area of Beledweyne and surrounding locations which are flooded and being impacted by the latest climate change.
Authorities said once the situation is restored to normalcy, a task force from Somalia will meet with Ethiopian officials to address the recent flooding. Experts also say that a lasting solution is needed to ensure families are no longer forced to flee their homes. Vincent Makori, Africa 54.